Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Are you an international student who recently got chances to United States to pursue your MS or PhD and you don't know what should be your essential work to perform? So you have come to the right place. Today we will discuss the best 12 tips what international students should know before coming to United States or even after coming to United States. And I wish I would know this information before I come to USA. So stay tuned and stay with us. We will discuss about this thing. Now I am going to my lab. Once I reach my research lab, there I will discuss about the 12 tips that all international students should know before coming to USA. Hello everyone, so welcome back to my lab. By this time I have reached to my laboratory so that we can discuss about these very important steps. So first of all, my name is Atik. I am a PhD student of mechanical engineering at University of North Dakota. Before that, I completed my Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering from my country Bangladesh, and I started my PhD journey at University of North Dakota from fall 2018. So friends, from my experience of last about 3 years, that experience that I gained from my USA journey, so I think that there are some steps or tips or suggestions that I believe had I known before coming to USA that could significantly help me to do better. These 12 tips today I am going to share with you so that you yourself do or make a better version of yourself in USA as an international or F1 students. Whether you are a student of bachelor program, master's program or a PhD program, I believe that these 12 tips will significantly help you. So before starting our tips or suggestion, I would like to remind you something, or which could be a very simple summary. When you are with your parents, when you are in Bangladesh, India or Pakistan or any other country, when you are living with your family, you yourself, your life itself is supported by your family members. Your family members are significantly helping you. When you are facing any problem, difficulties in your life, you can share with them and immediately you are able to get their help. But when you are away from your country, away from your family members, remember, you are a one-man army and you have to fight your own battle. What's the situation here as an international student? So before coming to USA, I request you to build this mindset up that when I will put my footprint to United States, just from that beginning, I will be alone and I have to fight my own battle by myself. So friends, our tips number 1, spend your time wisely before coming to USA. So your USA journey should start even before you are coming to United States. For example, when you are with your mom and dads or your family members, your parents are cooking for you and you are just eating and studying or doing other works. But life in USA is entirely different. You have to cook your own food for yourself. If you don't want to cook food for you, you can take food from the outside like McDonald's or Burger King. But remember, these are junk food and very bad for health, and maybe you are not habituated with that food. So it will drastically affect your health and your health condition may deteriorate, and which can affect your studies. So my first suggestion, when people usually get chance to United States, get their visa in the hand, they usually go for a tour with friends or the family members. Yeah, going for a tour with your friends and family members, this is definitely a good thing. But apart from the tour, you have to budget some times for yourself so that you can learn cooking, at least the basic concept from your mom and dad before coming here. You can learn them from YouTube, but I believe that learning from the parents is the best thing. You can grab it very easily and it really worked for me. I personally spent some time for learning cooking from my mother and it really helped me. Another time you can spend, or another thing you should keep in mind, that before coming to USA you have to have some time keep budgeted for your personal research. Like when you are in your country before coming to USA, you should know, if you are a graduate student like masters or PhD student, you already know which professor you are working with or which professor you will study your research work. So you know his research work. You can do some proactive work, like you can send an email to your prospective supervisor or the professor that, Professor, I am going to start this semester with you in your lab. So what software you are going to use? Can you please tell me the name of the software so that I can learn the basic thing from the very beginning before I join your lab? I believe that this type of thing can significantly help you to do better when you are in USA. So before coming to USA, when you are in your country, try to knock your prospective supervisor, try to know what software they are going to use so that you can have a little bit exposure and you can spend some of the time to play around those when you are in your country, so that you are not completely new when you come to United States. Moreover, if you have some knowledge on those software before coming to USA, your supervisor will get a very good impression about you, which will help you to make a very good relation with your supervisor in his lab, which is very, very important, provided if you are a graduate student. My second suggestion or tips for you is to come United States early. Now, technically and legally, you cannot enter to the United States before 30 days of your orientation or the class starts. So I would recommend try to come at least 10 to 15 days before your orientation or the class starts. Because people like me, those who come from India, Bangladesh or Pakistan, our time is different. When it is night in the United States, and at that time it is day in our subcontinent. So there is a jet lag issue. Like when you will come here during the day, you will fall asleep, and at the night you will wake up. So which is not a good thing, and it's very bad to cope with the situation in US or your class routine or other things. So if you have time in your hand, enough time, at least 10 to 15 days in your hand, so that you can come early to the United States and your body, your sleep cycle can easily adjust with this time cycle of United States, so that you are not suffering from the jet lag. Okay, or even if you suffer from the jet lag, you will get enough time to recover this. So this tips is very, very helpful. I myself came only 3 days ago before my orientation. So it was not a good decision, but I didn't have enough option because I was an employee of an airlines in my country before coming to United States, and when I got my visa, to complete all the procedures and formalities, it took some times for me, so that I couldn't make that much time to come early to the United States. But I definitely recommend you to come at least 10 to 15 days ago before your orientation or class starts. It will help you significantly. Moreover, you can also know the environment, you can also know the people with whom you are living here in USA. It will help you significantly. So try to come as early as possible. Try to come minimum 10 to 15 days ago. My third tips for you guys: try to enroll your course very wisely. Remember, education system in Bangladesh, India or Pakistan or in our subcontinent or any other countries in the world may be different from United States education curriculum. So this course is very laborious and very other activities intensive. Like when I was in Bangladesh, most of the credits that was allocated for the exam, I actually received them from my final exam. But when you will come to USA, you will see that maybe final exam will contain 10 to 20%. Rest other things will come from assignment, group project and other things. So there are a lot of works you need to do in a coursework in United States. So before enrolling any ambitious coursework which you don't have any background, try to think twice and at least try to talk with your supervisor, provided if you don't have any background on that subject. Because if you enroll an ambitious course which you don't have enough background, you have to suffer entire semester, or you may have to essentially ended up by dropping the course, which is not a good idea. So before taking any course, before enrolling any course, try to do your research, try to find out whether you have enough background on that course, or at least try to talk with your supervisor so that you can get the valuable advice. Now tips number 4. Tips number 4 is essentially for the graduate student who will come to United States for their master's or PhD. So for them, at least try to take 3 to 6 credit research works. Based on the university, you are allowed to, or you must have to take minimum 6 credit of course or research work in every semester, or maybe more than that. So my recommendation is to take at least 3 or 6 credit research work for the first semester, which will help you to get adjusted with the university curriculum. Like if you take a lot of coursework and you don't have any enough experience on that coursework, which may put you down by getting a poor grade on that coursework. So try to take at least 3 or 6 credit of research work with your advisor, because your advisor will give you more support than compared to any other professor. And moreover, if you take 3 to 6 credit of research work, it will help you to get some research experience, or at least to publish a conference paper which will make a very good impression about you to your supervisor, which will make you to make a very good relation with your supervisor for the long term, and which is very, very important. So instead of taking all the coursework in your first semester, try to enroll at least 3 or 6 credit research work. Tips number 5. Take your social security number or the SSN number as early as possible after coming to the United States. Look, when you will in United States, whatever you want to do your work or earn money, you have to have your social security number. And how to take the social security number, you will get enough information in the internet, and I have a plan to make it in future. So till now, just know that when you are in United States, one of your most important duty will be to take your social security number as soon as possible, which will make you enable to work on campus. Now, if you are an undergrad student, you can enroll for any work, any small work on the campus, at least 5 hours or 6 hours a week, so that you will get an offer letter, and by using this offer letter from the Social Security Administration, you can easily get your social security number. And for the graduate student, those who will work as a graduate teaching assistant or the research assistant, they will have an offer letter already in their hand. So it will be very easy for them to get the social security number. And the earlier you can manage your social security number, the earlier you can get yourself employed on campus, and the earlier the paycheck will come to your account and you will start to earn money. So take your social security number or the SSN number as early as possible. Okay, now tips number 6. This is very, very important. Get your driving license in United States as early as possible. I have a plan to make a full video on how to get your driving license in United States if you are an international student. But for now, just know that if you don't have a valid driving license in your country, you may have to start your work from the very beginning in United States. So for taking driving license, you have to give a knowledge test, which is basically a computer-based exam. You have to pass this exam. Once you pass the exam, you will get a initial learner's permit, by using which you can learn driving. And after learning driving, then you can go for your road test, and if you pass the road test, you will get a driving license. Look, if you want to live in United States, in most of the place, having a car is very important. Here, if you don't have a car, actually you don't have a life. So getting your driver license is very important. Moreover, if you have your driver license, you will see that when you will go to book any hotel or book any flight, or if you want to go any places for shopping in United States, they will always try to look for your driver license or photo ID, which is very, very important. So try to take your driving license as soon as possible after coming to the United States. Now tips number 7. Tips number 7 is try to take a very good credit card. Now those who are from India subcontinents or Bangladesh, India or Pakistan, we may hate credit card. But okay, not using a credit card, using cash money is a smart move, but at the same time it's a dumb move. If you want to live in United States, you must have to have a credit card. Moreover, if you want to get your citizenship in future or green card in future, you must have to have a credit score. Credit score is developed actually on your credit card. I myself have a plan to make a whole video on this, but just for now, know that having a good credit card is very important for you as a beginner. So in my description below, I will have my credit card recommendation link. If you follow the link and if you enroll for your credit card, you will get $50 statement credit for your first month. And for the beginners, I always recommend the Discover Student Card or Discover It Credit Card. This is very good credit cards, and initially when you are in United States, you don't have any credit score. So Discover is very reputed for giving credit card to the new people who are in USA, who just came to United States, especially for the students. So this is very helpful. I will keep my recommendation or reference link of Discover card in the description below. If you follow the link and enroll yourself for the credit card, you will get a $50 statement credit for free for the first month. My tips number 8 is buy a decent car. So if you have your driving license, you must have to have a car, because without a car, your driving license actually will not make that much of benefit for you. So once you get your driving license, once you have your credit card and you have made a very good credit score after 3 or 4 months or even after 6 months staying in United States, now it's time to navigate in marketplace and try to find a suitable car for you. Now before buying a car, most of the students like me, we always take loan from the bank, and bank will give you a loan with a very good interest or low interest rate once you will have a very good credit score. And for making a very good credit score, you will have to maintain a credit card. That's why I said about credit card before I introducing about the issue about buying a car. So you first ensure that you have a good credit card, and after using the credit card for 3 to 6 months, you will have your credit score, based on which in USA the bank will give you the loan for buying your car. Now for buying a car, I will make another video. Buying a car is a very critical decision for students in USA. But what is my recommendation and the mistakes that I made and from which I have learned, always go for a Japanese car when you are going to buy it. Now when I came here, I purchased 2 American car, and American car are notorious in terms of their reliability. So they need a lot of maintenance, which is not required as an international student for us. So I always recommend international students that go for a reliable car which require very less amount of maintenance cost and time. For that reason, I always recommend students to buy a Toyota Camry, Toyota Corolla, Honda Accord, Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4. Try to keep yourself confined to this car. These cars are really reliable and very helpful, and you can afford it with a very decent amount of money, and it will give you a very good service, and it will become a very good asset for you even after your graduation, because they keep their resale value very high. So go for a decent car and try to buy those cars that I have recommended. So tips number 9 is wide your network. Look, when you are in United States and you are coming from a country like Bangladesh or India or any other country, you will have a general tendency to find out the people, those who are from your country, try to make a community with them. There is nothing bad with this. This is actually very good and highly recommended. But at the same time, you have to remember that you have come to a new country, and USA, they have their own people. So, and you will get many of your classmates from, and most of your classmates from United States. So try to make a good relation with them, try to widen your network, try to make connection with them, to know about them, and it will help you significantly. I'm telling you, it will help you significantly. Like think, you are a student coming from Bangladesh and you are making connection with the students from Bangladesh. There is nothing wrong with this. But remember, none of you are born in United States, but the people who are born in United States, they know the situation here better. They know the opportunities and scopes here better than any of you guys, those who come from other countries. So if you make a good connection with them, you will get always very good information from them, which will keep you ahead compared to other students from your country or your community. So my tips is always try to keep a good relation and try to make a networking with the local students, those who are from here, because they know the opportunity better than you, and this information, this piece of information can help you significantly to build your career here in United States. And you know nowadays information is the wealth, information is the resources that you need to have, and if you have the right information and if you receive it from a right person, that's enough to get enough success in your life. My next tips number 10 is to keep a very good relation with your professors. Now if you are an undergrad student, you are coming here, most of your works will be coursework and lab works. So the professors with whom you are taking your course, always try to keep a good relation and connection with them. This will help you significantly when you are out of your college or the university and going to apply for jobs. Their recommendation will help you significantly. And if you are a master's or PhD student, you must have to keep a good relation with your PhD supervisor or the master supervisor, because they are your only one family members in the United States. Practically they will take care of your all good and bad things. And moreover, when you will be graduated, apply for job, you will need their recommendation. Not only that, when you will go for your green card application to stay permanently in United States, at that moment also your professor recommendation is very important. So try to keep a very good relation with your PhD or master supervisor. Now, to make a good relation with them is to always try to show your interest for your work, the work you are doing with your professor. Don't show them excuse. Professor actually doesn't like excuses. So try to finish your work before the deadline. Okay, once you are finishing your work before the deadline, and you are always an enthusiastic person to talk with, you are always a motivating person in your work, then your professor will start to love you. And always try to bring the creative things. When you'll have a meeting with your professor, maybe weekly basis or monthly basis, try to bring new ideas, new things. Always give them new ideas, new things, and always show that you are very much motivated, so that they will give a very good recommendation for you, which will help you to go ahead in your future. Okay, remember, if you are a master's or PhD student or a graduate student, your supervisor is the only one valuable kith and kin here in USA. He is your best guardian, he is your best parents, and he is the person who is going to take the best care of you. So always try to make a very good relation, a solid relation with your professor. My next tips is tips number 11. Tips number 11 is try to give time to your family members, at least 30 minutes, at least 1 hour in a day. Nowadays it's very easy to communicate with them by the gift of technology now we have available in our hand. So try to keep in touch with them, because you are away from them. The way you are feeling sad, they are also feeling sad in the same way. So try to share new experience and try to show them at least you are happy, you are not in that much difficulty here. Once you will find that your parents, your nearest and dearest one, is happy about you, you will also feel good. So try to give your time to your family members, your parents, your siblings, or if you have your girlfriend in the country, try to give a quality amount of time to her. It will make a very good strong relationship with your family members, even you are away from them. Because at the end of the day, if you have no peace in your family, actually it will affect your education here. So try to make a strong bondage with them, and try to spend a quality amount of time with them when you are outside of your laboratory, or when you are away from your study, when you are spending your free time at your apartment. Try to talk with them, try to share your US experience, and of course the good experience with them, so that they feel good about you. I'm telling you, if you see smile in their face, you will also feel an inner peace in your mind. Okay, so try to spend a quality amount of time with them. Now tips number 12, last but not the least, always be careful about your time. Time is the single most important resources in our life nowadays. Time and tides wait for none. So but we have a very bad tendency, unfortunately, to very show negligence about our time. Like if you are invited to attend in a meeting 7, it is a common practice in our country to attend there 7:30 or attend the invitation at 7:30. But remember, in USA or any other civilized country, they are very careful about time. When it is till 7 p.m., it is exactly 7 p.m. It can be 6:55 p.m., but it should not be 7:05 p.m. Okay, you can attend there 5 minutes before, or you can attend your interview, or if you have a meeting set up with your professor or any other important interview that you should attend at 7 p.m. or 3 p.m. Remember, it should be at 3 p.m. or it can be at 2:55 p.m. 5 minutes before the meeting, or 5 minutes before the invitation, or 5 minutes before your gathering. But remember, it should not be 3:05 p.m. It should not 5 minutes after. Always try to attend the meeting, always try to attend the gathering, always try to attend the interview 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes before the prescribed time. This is a very important suggestion for you, which can help you a very good reputation here in USA among your community members, especially to your professor and the colleague from United States. So these are my best 12 tips for the international or F1 students, those who are planning to come United States for their higher studies, or those who are already in the United States and pursuing their higher studies. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, like the video and subscribe our channel. And if you want to know anything new in future from me, please leave a comment below and let me know what you are interested about so that I can make a video on this. And if you like this video, feel free to share it with your family members, friends, or your colleagues. Okay, this will help us a lot. And I wish you all the best and a very successful, very rewarding career, study and life ahead. Have a nice rest of the day.